uh, get got broke in the final of the film, so they couldn't, so they so she so he can't uh, listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's more or less the idea of
All
okay.
right.
I don't know if you see
Yes, I saw all of the parts. I like this movie. And what's your favorite part?
mm, one the part one and part two,
Why?
because uh, at final of part two, the director
Mm-hmm.
of the film changed.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer the part two and part one director instead of the rest of the parts,
Mm-hmm.
because the uh, okay, the thread of the film is slower in part one and part two than the rest of the parts, and I prefer a slowly thread
Mm-hmm.
instead of a faster thread with short instance
Mm-hmm.
and okay, and I prefer it.
And how do you think why the director was changed?
I don't know. The first director, I don't remember his name, but the second director is called David Yates,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. Maybe due to the longer in the part you get, the the bigger the book
Mm-hmm.
is get too. So I think David Yates is better director
Mm-hmm.
for speed essence,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it could be maybe a odd of of change the director. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that they could make last parts not so cruel, without so much death, so to make it more like a fairy tale, and not like a detective?
Sorry.
Do you think that it would be better to have
Yes.
less death in these stories, like in the part 6, 7, 8? The um, next parts, they are very cruel. They are not like a fairy tale. It's not a happy tale. The first two parts, they are like for children, and the last parts, they are for people who are 20 or 25 years old. So I think that would be better if all 8 parts would be for children, if they would be kind and happy without murders. What do you think?
Okay. Okay, but isn't it's interesting because people, children
Mhm.
who wrote books uh, when they when they when they appears into libraries
Mhm.
uh, were uh, were about 10, 11, 12 years old,
Mhm.
but at the same time the time is going on,
Mhm.
children is getting older. So I think it is good to 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 keep this emotion in 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 this year. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, sure, but now I don't know, maybe new generation, some people who decide to watch it and who haven't watched this movie, they can watch it during one day, like one movie after another. They can spend, I don't know, 15 hours to watch all this story, and that would look strange that the first 3 hours are like a kind story and the last 5 hours are like a cruel story with a lot of murders.
Yes, well, it's a point of view. I don't know, but yeah, but as I wrote it, I wrote the books when I was 10, 11, 12, and I was getting older with books. For me, change, the change, it isn't wasn't sorry wasn't so heavy, so heavy.
All right, and can you try to read Harry Potter in English?
Yes, it could be a great idea. I think uh, so. Due to I finished my career, maybe this summer I will read Harry Potter in English.
Mm-hmm.
Do you did you read?
Have you read
Did
it?
you
Have you
did
read?
you read?
Have you read? Have
Uh,
you read it? I
did
think
you
it's
read
better.
it?
Or if you say did, then you should say did you read? Did you read or have you read? Uh,
Okay. Have you read books?
I read only the first part, and it was more interesting for me to watch movies. I don't like to read books. I think it takes a lot of time, and I enjoy more to spend 2 hours on watching the movie. And usually, if I want to know what's written in some book, I just read a short summary. I don't like to spend hours on reading books that are 200 pages or 300 pages. I think I'm bored of it. I
Oh,
prefer watching
okay.
movies to reading books. And what do you like more, to read a book or to watch a movie?
When I was young, I've read a lot of books, but now I'm not reading so much books. I read one, I don't know, 3 months ago, but I don't know. Maybe uh, uh, if you have a hairy life, it's not possible to read a lot of books. I think it's easier to watch movies, watch TV series, watch adaptations of books in films. But I think if you have a lot of time, maybe in summer, I don't know, you have a entire month
Mm-hmm.
for yourself, it could be possible to read one book, maybe if you are so interested in read something. But in I'm telecommunications engineer,
Mm-hmm.
and of course I think with Google and internet, you can learn, you can watch with YouTube, you can do a lot of things with internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, with you have a hairy life and you
Don't
hadn't
have, and you don't
much
have.
more and you haven't much more time. I think it's better to, I don't know, watch films, watch TV series, go through the internet. I don't know.
And you don't have time. You can't say haven't time. We use have
Ah,
in the present perfect. Haven't seen, haven't visited.
I have problems
Mhm,
to select
mhm.
in the main time I'm speaking. I have problems to select the correct forms of verbs.
It's the same
It's
in Spanish. Haven't, have, it's the same as in Spanish a. Puedes decir
Yes, yes.
no ha visto, pero no puedes decir no ha tiempo.
Theory grammar,
Mhm,
I understand it, and
mhm,
I know it.
mhm,
I know, but when I speaking, I have a tendency of mix of mix for form tenses. I don't know. Is my problem
So
with
try
English probably.
to make parallels to Spanish language. So the structure of the languages is the same. So when we say something in Spanish, the same structure would be in English. So just if you are not sure, try to translate it in Spanish. If it makes sense, then you are speaking correctly. If it doesn't make sense, that you need to change something. Right, now let's open our link with reading. Let's continue. Let's open reading 5 parts, sentences 2.
Okay.
By the way, what about your new words? Have you made a list of new words? Have you
Uh,
learned something?
I couldn't. Sorry.
Alright, so maybe next time you can learn new words and write an essay. Now let's check this reading. So I can show you my screen. I don't know if the order is mixed or not. So I
Sorry.
have, let's check if the order of the sentences is mixed or
Okay.
not. I have this sentence. We notice that payment. Do you have the same sentence?
I'm in the link. I am.
Yes.
Is TOEIC reading part 5 in
Mm-hmm.
incomplete sentence 2.
Yes.
Okay, the secretary.
So which phrase do you have here? We.
The secretary blank the minutes during the meeting.
Alright, then let's read from my screen because we have different phrases.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
I think maybe it's loading, but I can't.
You should open Skype on your full screen.
Yes, I opened. I couldn't see. Now,
Alright, so let's read.
but it's unreadable.
It's very
It's so
small.
pixelated.
Alright, I will send you then print screen. Second.
I haven't received nothing.
Received. I haven't received
I haven't received. Okay.
anything. You should say I
We
haven't.
we notice that payment for your electricity bill is overdue. Please note that unless payment is not received within 7 days, your power will be
Cut.
cut
Cut
off,
off.
cut off. Unless, of course,
Why?
because if I translate sentence, por favor, hasta que el pago no se haya recibido durante 7 días, a no ser que el pago no se ha recibido durante 7 días, te cortarán la luz.
Can you see my screen?
Yes,
More or less. So unless
okay,
is not a correct variant.
No, I can see your screen.
Is it
I
loading?
can only see your screenshot.
Is it loading or what's written? Why you can't see my screen?
Okay, now I can see, but so pixelated.
Yes, but can you see that it's red? It's incorrect.
It's incorrect unless.
Yes, unless is incorrect. So choose another word.
Until.
Until? Hasta? No, it's also
Sí.
incorrect.
Is correct.
No.
Of. If.
If is a correct variant, so explain me why if is a correct variant.
I'm stupid. Por favor, notifique que si su pago no se recibe durante el plazo de 7 días, su luz será cortada. Claro.
See, so here we need to put the word if. If you do this, then will happen this thing. So in this structure we need to use if. And unless we use usually at the center of the sentence, like your power will be cut off unless the payment.
I can listen to you. I can listen to you. I can't. It's so with a lot of noise.
I will call you back.
Hello.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Alright, so let's continue.
Share your screen now in order to see if now is
Yes.
working. It now works. Okay.
So,
Now I can see perfect.
alright, so you can't use the word unless here, because unless we use at the center of the sentence, like your power will be cut off unless the payment is not received. And here we need to put some word at the beginning of the sentence, and at the beginning we usually use if. If the payment is not received, your power will be cut off. Now let's go to the next sentence.
Okay.
Second, let's read it.
In the blank that you are injured at work, your medical insurance will provide you with private health care.
Private.
Private health care.
So between which words are you choosing?
I think I'm totally sure it's time.
In the time? How will you translate it in Spanish?
En el momento en el que seas despedido del trabajo, tu seguro médico se te soportará con un seguro privado.
No.
Joder. In the case.
En caso. No. Because in case we don't use the. If it was in case, we don't say in the case. We say in case. In case you are injured, you will be provided. And here it's written in the. So which word?
In the way.
No. So we have the last word in the event. So write down this phrase in the event. That it's like a special phrase. Is the same as in case. So in case is the synonym to the phrase in the event. Just in case we use without the, and event we use with the preposition the. Next, let's read it.
Now I am going to take my time to think.
You can explain me between which words you are choosing and why, so you can think aloud.
Okay, now I have two options.
Mhm.
I like to apologize for the noise on level 2, which is due to maintenance work. No sé si está siendo llevado en tal o fue llevado. Yo creo que es is being.
Is being the last one. This one.
Sí, was. Joder.
But
Ah,
in
to be.
Spanish,
To be.
no, you translate it correctly in Spanish. Being. Trabajo haciendo. Being carried out. If you say work is being carried out, it's an independent sentence. So if we didn't have this part, you could say that the work is being carried out. And here the main phrase is I want to apologize for the noise due to the maintenance work. Which work? Being carried out. So here it's like an adjective. We don't need to use a verb here.
Okay.
If we had to use is being, then it could be written like which due to maintenance work which is being carried out on the premises.
Okay.
If there was a word which, then yes, we could use the word is being, but here is like work being carried out, the same as in all other cases. So check always the structure of the sentence and think if we need which part of the word we need to put here, a verb, an adjective, or a noun. Next.
Okay, you will need to find out the weight and dimensions of your parcel in order to select a delivery service.
Delivery.
Del-
Delivery.
delivery
Delivery.
delivery
Mhm.
service. Blank, then can we give you an accurate quote?
Accurate quote. We can give you an accurate quote.
Only?
Let's check. Why?
Ah, perfect. I
Why?
think I'm learning with this type of sentence
Alright, so why have you chosen this variant?
because nth is not possible because there is a point.
Mm-hmm.
After is after that.
Mm-hmm.
Until doesn't make sense,
Mm-hmm.
and only then can we give you an
Mm-hmm.
accurate quote.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Solo en este caso.
Exactamente.
Alright, let's go to the next sentence.
The secretary blanked the minutes during the meeting.
So which word do we choose?
Mm.
You can explain me why do you think that some of the words are
I think
matching here
I
or
think
not?
did is not possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think uh, had
Mm-hmm.
8 minutes during the meeting. Made is not, no tiene sentido, fabricó unos minutos. It took, le llevó. I'm within took and had.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so take your decision, make your decision.
Had.
No, we can't say have a minute.
Took 3 minutes.
Yes, because there is a phrase like take your time or take a minute.
Okay.
Toma un minuto or toma su tiempo.
Okay.
So it's just the phrase, you need to write it down and to learn it. Let's continue.
I have noticed that noticed that many members of staff are currently not
not
planned to the dress code guidelines laid out in the
employee manual.
employee.
First, tell me if you understand the meaning of all the words here.
Que te cuente de qué va. O sea, aquí la historia, o sea, now, give me 1 second. I think is adhering.
Adhering, you mean the first word? Adhering. This one.
Adhering.
Right. That's the correct variant. Or why have you chosen this variant?
Identify is without to. Identifying is without to. Knowing is without to. Complain could be possible, but adhering makes sense. O sea, en Spanish sería he notificado que muchos miembros del trabajo no se están adheriendo a las líneas, al tipo de vestimenta que aparecen en el manual del empleado.
That's right. So now let's move to the next sentence.
Everyone in the department is expected to attend. I'm totally sure.
Attend. Why?
Stay in, be present in, come to,
Great.
attend.
Yes, that's right. Next.
The administrative assistant should do a stock check every fortnight using form data to check if we are running.
Why?
Because going to, staying to, making not doesn't make sense. Running low.
Running low. Yeah, there is a phrase like run out of. It means that we don't have it. You can say that we are running out of gasoline. It means
time is running out.
Yeah, the time is running out. Yeah, so that when you don't have it more. And here the same, running low on any supplies. Next, I
Inform.
Why?
Say to you, update to you, report to you, inform you.
Next.
I like to show my to all the staff who volunteer to help out of the charity. I think is appreciation.
Why?
Because Credit doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Awareness too. Approval is it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I like you to show my approval for going to charity evening. So
Mm-hmm.
appreciation is I don't know is do you understand me?
Yes, it sounds better. So you can write down these phrases that when we want to say like thank you, we can say I would like to show my appreciation.
Okay.
Maybe on the exam you will meet this phrase again. All right, so that's it.
What one question.
Yes.
Uh, in each word
Mm-hmm.
I see the letter
Mm-hmm.
I pronounce it I.
Mm-hmm.
For example, identify,
Mm-hmm.
but in some case as missing
Mm-hmm.
is not missing.
Yes, it's.
What is the rule? I don't know if you understand me.
I understand, but there is no rule. Like you need just to learn more words.
Okay,
Sometimes yes, there is like if it's at the beginning, it's I. If it's at the center, it's E. But sometimes at the center, it can also be I. So
okay,
and it's better just to use more words, and when you hear this word once you need just to learn how to pronounce it correctly, and you will be misspelling only if the word is new for you. So just try to learn that this word is pronounced in this way and this word is pronounced in this way.
okay.
Let's go further. Part 6, error recognition. So here I spelling rules English. I will send you this link. Here are 31 rules of pronunciation.
Okay.
You can maybe make your own table. Here it is. Here, I before E, except when you run. It's not it. Let's begin here. So part 6, error recognition. In this part there are 10 multiple choice questions. There are 4 underlined sections in each text. Select the one which is wrong. Have you understood the task?
Yes.
Alright, let's try to do it. So read it and tell me where is the mistake.
Should we really speak of the breakdown of families when we are perhaps witnessing
Witnessing,
witnessing new family forms and a new social structure, a rising late
arising,
a rising
arising.
late capitalism.
Mhm. So you can explain me why this word has a correct form or incorrect. So let's begin with the first. Should we?
Mm, ¿Deberíamos realmente hablar de rotura de familias cuando somos nosotros quizás los mismos testigos de de nuevas formas de familia y una estructura social nueva arraigando tarde el capitalismo?
Más o menos sí.
Ok.
So which word is not correct? Which phrase?
Mm.
So between which words are you choosing?
I think it's when we are.
When we are. No.
It's too hard this
Now
exercise.
it's easier. You have just 3 variants.
Erasing.
Arising.
Esta no me la sabía. No, no me sabía. Oh,
Didn't know it.
I didn't know it.
So you can write it down that the word arising we use arising from.
Okay, give me a second.
Or you can write down like arise from.
Arising from, and I'd like to show my
Appreciation.
Okay.
Next. So in this task you need to check the words and the prepositions. So maybe somewhere the preposition is used not correctly, or somewhere we need to add it.
Okay.
Next. Read it aloud.
The
minimum
weights bill provides for a gradual reduction of the minimum wage from $5.15 an hour to $7.25 an hour over 2 years. Over 2 years.
Why?
Oh,
It's correctly. Choose another word.
bill.
No.
Minimum wage. Minimum.
No.
Ah.
Reduction. It's not reduction, it's increase. Reduction, it means when it goes from high to low. And it's going from 5 to 7. If it was written like it goes from $7 to $5, then it means that it's falling, it's reduction. But here it goes from 5 to 7, so it goes up, it's rising. And so the synonym of rise is increase.
Okay.
Next. Read it aloud.
The technology developed in coal-rich Germany in the 1920s involves partly burning coal to turn it into a gas. Then using a catalyst, usually a metal, make it a liquid.
So which variant can be the wrong
I
one?
don't know. Involves partly.
No.
Make it.
Yes. Because it should be to make it.
Okay.
To turn. To make. Because then using usually a metal, if we put it away, then we have the phrase it involves burning coal to turn it into gas and to make it liquid. Next.
The economy is heavily dependent on industry,
Industry.
and economic growth has always been of greater concern than environmental preservation.
Mhm.
Okay, it's easy,
Mhm.
heavy,
Why?
heavily,
Mhm. Heavily. That's right.
heavily.
Next.
Public opinion polls,
Public.
public opinion polls have consistently demonstrated that the public
Public.
will,
Willingness.
willingness for trade-off economic growth for environmental protection.
Public. Try to pronounce it like public.
Public.
Mhm.
Environmental.
No.
I don't know what means polls.
Let's check. Check in the dictionary. Just write it in a singular form.
Opinion polls.
Mhm. Yes, you can write down the phrase, the whole phrase.
Okay. No, I don't know how to solve the error. I only say that the incorrect option is opinion polls.
No.
Four. Ah,
Because we can't say willingness for, we say willingness to.
and what
So,
willingness?
to. So the
Will,
wrong preposition, you can make a mark that when we use willingness, we use it with the preposition to. Next.
advocacy
Mhm.
for child war victims, children in hazardous. Estos son all these sentences are from TOEIC or are very good selected for for fuck me. I don't know.
Now it's written here, TOEIC reading part. You will get used to this exercise. You just need to make more such exercises, because then you will see that after you have made, I don't know, 1000 such exercises, you will see that they use the same words, like wrong prepositions or wrong meaning, wrong prepositions or wrong meaning. So just you need to check the words if all the prepositions are used correctly and if the meaning of the words is used correctly.
Okay. Uh, okay. Advocacy for child war victims, children in hazardous work,
Mhm.
abused children, and those variously exploited or handicapped has
Attracted,
attracts
attracted.
the attention and commitment of legislators and policymakers through
Mhm.
the word the correct word is through.
Why?
Ar- okay, through or around.
Yes, around the world, and in this case it's like throughout. So the word throughout is the same as around. So you can
Okay.
write it down that throughout, we can say throughout the world. It's the same as around the world. Next.
It's the same as maybe we can stop here and give me homeworks.
Alright, so we continue next time, part 6.
Okay.
Once continue next time, part 6.1. So at home, try to continue with listening. So homework. Listening. It says you have links for the topics. It
Okay.
says new words. So you can take more words. Maybe you can take 20 words every day and learn it. And next time we'll check it tomorrow.
Okay.
Right, so have a nice evening.
The same for you. See you then.
Bye.